Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Suzanne Gundersen from Screenwritenow. I am an inner story coach and I help screenwriters and industry creatives to naturally de-stress and get focused, build tremendous confidence, and deepen their emotional worldview into wisdom and truth. That way they can hook every audience. So today's video is part of my Industry Wisdom Bit series where I'm bringing to you professionals in television and film to share with us one golden nugget of wisdom or advice that's helped them in their career and hopefully can help. So today I'm joined by Slavica Bogdanov. And so Slavica, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, well, thank you for having me, Susan. It's a real pleasure. So I'm a consultant, business consultant, and author of over 40 published books, as well as now 22 screenplays, and a film producer as well.
Wonderful.
So my tidbit, yes.
Well, that's got to be in a massive amount of experience that you've had. So you must have so much wisdom, but could you just narrow it down to just one juicy nugget to help with our audience?
Yes, yes, tremendous amount of experience, good and bad. What I want to share with you guys is to take that first step and to really finish what you start. So I know a lot of people want to write their book. They dream about writing their first screenplay. They dream about going into a film. And what I want to share with you is really my experience of just doing it and walking through the fire and just going forward. So my experience has been that, I always dreamt of writing my first book. Eventually I did. I finished my first. If there had been a first, there wouldn't be a 40th and now a 41st actually that I'm writing. So it was all about finishing my first book, which I did, and then I wanted to publish. But I really went forward, but I only received negative answers, one after another, 400 times. I received negative answers telling me that I would never make it. Not only that your book is not good, but you are not good. You will never make it. Don't even dream of ever becoming an author. You don't have what it takes. And it was really hard. You can believe it was by letters. So every time I opened a letter, I knew what to expect. It was horrifying. But I kept on pushing because I believed in myself. And I knew that if I was here to write a book, I was going to make it. And if I had finished that, well, there was nothing preventing me that one person says yes at some time. And evidently, at some point, one editor said, yes, we will publish your book. And from that on, it was like a massive success. So the first book led to a second one, they ordered a third, and it just went on. And from that, well, I created a website, I created a consulting business. I went on to helping thousands of people worldwide. I saved lives, believe it or not. Like, who would have thought, 10 years ago? That happened in a very short period of time, by the way, also, because my first book was published in 2013. So all of that within 7 years. So imagine being at a book fair in Paris and then hearing people telling me I saved them. It was like, it's so humbling and so empowering. And all of that started with that one book. And then I wanted to reach even more people. So I decided to start writing screenplays. And again, well, I thought, who am I to want to write a screenplay? Who do I think I am? But I had that passion and that drive, and I really wanted to leave my mark. And I knew I had stories to tell. So I did write my first screenplay. And then I sent it off because I wanted to see how what the world thought about it. So I sent it to various international festivals. I got tons of awards. So then I thought, wow, I'm onto something. And of course, I also got a lot of negativity, a lot of no's, a lot of people saying, no, who do you think you are? Us financing your film, us, casting for you, etc. But I kept on pushing and pushing. And eventually I had one of the most amazing directors. I got him to accept to write my script. He fell in love with the script. He's a 2-time Oscar nominated director. Completely fell so much that he called me personally to tell me how much he loved the screenplay and how much he wanted to be part of the film. Then I had the Luc Besson crew who worked on Fifth Element and Lucy and Taken. They loved another one of my scripts. They wanted to be part of it. And so for me, in that very short amount of time, it's an incredible curve of success. But all of that started just because I took that one first step of following my dream, sitting down, writing that first book, and after that, just pursuing that
And
onwards
believing
and
in yourself.
onwards.
And believing in yourself.
And yeah, I'm not saying it's always easy, especially when you're an artist, because you take those no's personally, and on top
Oh,
of
yeah.
it, it's you're alone in your world, and eventually it kind of, all that negativity rubs off. But the point is to always go back to the dream, and always go back to the vision, and always say to yourself, no, you know what, I believe this is going to happen. It has to happen one way or another. I'll find a way. Because at the top, it's really not necessarily the best people. It's the people who are the most resilient, the most persistent, the more determined to make it, and not stop at the first obstacle or the 10,000th obstacle. It's just to keep on moving forward, because at the end, that's how you get success, is by keep on moving forward.
I love it. I love it. Well, I think what you just shared is going to be so helpful to so many people who may just be like, I've got one script and this is it. It's, you got to be, open to continuing the journey. It's not just the finishing one script is not the end of it. You've got to believe in yourself, be persistent, and have the resilience to be redirected every time you get a no, to keep following where it feels better and go toward the yeses, and really the self-belief and ignoring the outside world and what they might be saying to you.
Yes. And also, I believe also to be flexible, to be open to criticism to a certain point, to say, well, how can I improve so I get a yes? I asked a lot of people, what would it make to turn that no into a yes? What do you need me to do to make this a
Great
yes?
question.
What?
Question.
So to like be a little flexible, to see, well, if I change this, if I add that, if I subtract this, do I have better chances of it getting a yes? So that flexibility is also, openness that the other person will pick up on. Because
Sure.
if you're just stuck on, on your thing and that's it, well, you might be closing doors that are half open, maybe, and that would probably open up more if you listen to the need of the other person.
Wonderful. So Slavica, how can we find out more about what's going on with you right now? Where should we go?
So, of course, you can go on my website, slavicabogdanov.com. You'll see more about my business and scaling businesses in my 41st book, seven-figure websites. And then, of course, for the industry professionals, you can go on my IMDb, because all my movies are there. So it's very easy to find out about me and what I'm doing. And
Fantastic.
hopefully you'll see me soon on the big screen.
Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing that today. That was fantastic. And I think it's going to help so many people. So everybody, feel free to go check out Slavica. I'm going to put all the links in the description box of this video. And also feel free to go to my website, screenwritenow.com, and download your free ebook copy of 3 steps to get pitch ready. That way you can get aligned and hook your audience at the first try. So thanks, Slavica, again for being here. And thanks everybody for watching. And we'll see you on the next Industry Wisdom Bit. Bye, everyone.